I mean, there is a bit of a bounce to that stage, and because of the bounce,
Only when you're on it, John.
Well, I have started my new diet. I've started, you know.
Here we are, it's the Groove Junction. We are back for another week. We are back. I don't know why I'm doing it. doing it. Welcome back. Do it. Okay. Welcome back. It's the Groove Junction. We are episode 11, and it is a bumper. I say bumper 3 times. It is an absolutely huge,
massive
this week. There is so much happening. We've been really busy this weekend. Loads going on, and in particular, the main thing that's happening is the PBX. It's the Photo Booth Exhibition 2024 in London. Alongside that, there is the WeDJ event, which is also happening in the same location in West London. It is going to be absolutely massive, John.
Massive, yeah. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be great, and there is a couple of roaming reporters who are they're roaming. They're walking around and they are engaging with the people at the conference centre. Shall we head down to West London and head over to those 2 wonderful presenters from the Groove Junction?
Let's do it.
Let's hand over to Matt and John, who are currently standing in West London outside a hotel room. Not a hotel room.
Hotel room?
It would be really weird. That would be really weird. Hold on, let me just check in. Okay, no, they're not in the hotel room anymore. They're outside the front of the building. So let's hand over to Jon and Matt, who are outside the hotel in West London at the Expo.
Let's do it.
So, thank you, Matt and John,
Yeah,
back in the studio. And here we are at the conference centre, the Novotel in West London, for the Photo Booth Expo and the WeDJ Expo. Yeah. What do you think, John?
Mate, I'm looking forward to it. It's proper sight with this one. Loads of people I've already seen going through the doors. Looking forward to this.
Let's go and find them.
Come on.
Pete, thank you for taking this time out. You're very busy today.
We are.
So, Peter here is running the Photo Booth Expo. Peter, any inspiring DJs out there that are looking to expand their business?
Yeah.
And Photo Booth is the director for them. What would you say to that?
I'd say that it's absolutely a thing. It's exactly what I did. So as a mobile DJ, with a fairly smallish business, we decided that the photo booth market was one we would look at because people were bringing these things into parties that we were at. And it was obvious that we're providing entertainment, so let's expand that and provide a photo booth. So we set up a photo booth company, and within 2 years, my wife was running that full time instead of working. Well, I mean, she was working in the photo booth, but it's a lot more fun than working in a bank, trust me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a really, really brilliant add-on to your business that you can have with somebody else running it. I would always advocate that because, you know, you can only do one thing at a time. But then there will be times where you'll be out as a DJ or you'll be out as a photo booth. So you're doubling up, essentially. It's a great business model.
And how many, for the Expo today, how many door holders, trade companies have you got on site with you today?
On site, well, we've got 57 exhibition spaces, somewhere around about 36 different businesces here. There's
plenty to choose from if you are looking to expand or to grow your business in that sense.
There's loads. You've got any show like this tends to have the market leaders. So we've got all the very, very best here, simply because of the fact that they're the guys that have got a case to present to the public, really. And they're all here selling their stuff and talking to their customers, and just demonstrating what you can do with these things.
How successful has been the last 2 days for you?
It's been exceptional. It's been really, really good. We're very, very pleased. This is year 2 of what was sort of launched as PBX Europe. We ran it this time as PBX London. Next year it goes to PBX Europe again, where we actually go back into Europe.
And so you're going back to Europe next year. How does that look? The planning audience depth for that?
Yeah, it's great. We've got dates in the diary already. It's in September next year, and it's going to take place in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Lovely.
the European Capital of Entertainment.
So I've heard, but I've only heard that. I
don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't believe it.
Yeah, my mum watches the podcast, but we'll go. We won't go there. We won't go there. Thank you for spending time on the Groove Junction, P. Appreciate it. So you've heard it here. Next September, if you didn't come to this one, next September in Amsterdam, the European Expo photo booth is going to be there. You need to be there if you're looking to expand your business.
Right, so we've just come inside to the main exhibition centre, and we've bumped into my friend Sean Smyth. Now, Sean is the UK distributor for ApeLabs Lighting. Sean, how long you been here, first of all?
I've been here since like 7 o'clock this morning.
So it's a long day for you.
A long day, mate.
Are you here tomorrow?
I'm here tomorrow.
So it's 2 long days.
Yeah, and I'm not at the after party. I'll be sleeping.
You're going to be he's having a rest fight.
And if my wife is watching this, I'll be in bed by 8 o'clock.
If my wife's watching, I ain't coming home. Now, Sean, very quickly, just tell us about your stand here at PBX. Tell us what you've got here for us.
So we have our new neon stick over here, our latest product. 20-hour battery life minimum, IP65. It's our latest stick variant. We have at the back, we have our Maxi, which is our biggest selling uplighter, and we have our XL sticks and various charging cases and bags and stands.
I see this little box here, Sean. Tell me about this. It doesn't look like it's giving off a lot of light.
So this little box here controls the whole product ecosystem. So
Wow.
what we actually do is we have an app on my phone, and this controls the whole ecosystem.
So everything we can see here, you can control that from your phone using this little box.
100%.
No way. That's pretty simple. That is pretty simple.
So, for example, if I choose group 3, which is the neons, and I choose pink, there they go. They change.
Look at that.
Nice and easy. If I want to strobe them, they strobe
And you can do all of this from the app.
from the app.
And you do need this. You need this connect box with it as well.
100%.
Right. Fantastic. So just very quickly, IP65 means it's waterproof indoors and outdoors. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Fantastic. Now you can find all the details in the bottom of in the description here. Give Sean a call. As I say, he is the ApeLabs UK distributor. Okay, Sean, thank you ever so much for your time. Have a great day. Thank
Thank you very
you.
much.
So we are in the WeDJ area of the Expo. It's quite noisy in here. There's a lot of equipment. There's pioneer equipment everywhere.
There's DJs everywhere.
There's DJs everywhere, just practicing everything. It is really intense. Like, really intense.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's very noisy. There's a lot of atmosphere. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of technology. We've got DJs DJing. They're all doing their own thing. It's a real good.
There's a vibe in here right now. There's a vibe.
100%.
There's a vibe.
So just bumped into Tony. Now, Tony is the owner and the founder of Cosmopod. Tony, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah, no worries.
How long you been here?
Well, here this
You're here
morning.
this morning?
Since
Oh,
7
yeah.
o'clock.
Since 7 o'clock. And you're here all day?
I'm here all day and tomorrow.
And tomorrow as well. Are you doing the after party?
I'm going to get drunk with you guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Now, Tony, tell us a little about. Let's start with the selfie pods. Tell us about these, because I love this. Absolutely love this.
Well, this unit is it's my own design. It's a iPad in a box, glorified iPad in a box, but it's something that you can do. This unit can be locked off, so I can drop it off in the morning to a venue. Obviously, I've locked it. It's got the passcode in there. I'm going to cancel that. It runs on LumaBooth, which is a very
LumaMove software.
Yeah,
So
very
that's a monthly subscribable
$18
software.
a month, yeah.
Right, gotcha.
one of these units. I can put it in a wedding, castle wedding, drop it off in the morning, pick it up the following day. It'll be a £400 hire.
£400 for the whole day.
Yeah, the whole day.
Wow.
And it's a nice, easy way of earning pennies. Just send the iCloud link. I could be a bit more posh and get a USB and put all the pictures on the USB, and then gives the bride and groom a nice box
Nice
to
little-
open up for another £100.
Okay, so nice little presentation for another £100.
A nice little presentation box. Obviously, basket props. So this is a hireable thing. Okay.
So this pod here, Tony, this is like the nice heart shape. I mean, you make this all by hand, don't you?
Yeah, this is handmade.
So does it come with this LED lighting at it?
The LED comes in. The unit's actually got a lock
look
on
at
the
that.
back. So it's lockable, power connections at the back, tucked in. There's a bolt under here which tightens it, secures it. It's a 2-part unit. The pod goes in one bag. The legs go in another. The legs fold in, power lead. I put the ivy on it just to give it that.
Give it a little bit
flair.
You say it goes in a bag. Does the bag come with your?
Yeah,
you buy. Can you get a bag as well?
Yeah, bag kit with this unit.
That is fantastic.
These units come with bags as well. The bags are down here. This unit's got an older bag which is tucked behind me, banner, because it's a bit knackered.
Okay,
But it's a used unit. This isn't a show pony. This has gone out a few times already this year.
okay. So this is like your demo one, it's like for today sort of thing, yeah.
It's a used unit. It's like me DJ booth. These are my own.
Well, I want to talk to you about the DJ booth, this Cosmopod booth here. I love this. This is sleek. Is it 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece? What is
It's
it?
a 3-piece. The
3-piece.
The foot, the riser, and the top are individual parts. They're held together with 2 bolts top, 2 bolts at the bottom.
Fantastic. So someone like me who has got the Prime 4 Plus, and I also have the Wolf Mix as well.
Yeah.
Can you design that to incorporate both?
I do the clamp that holds the Wolf Mix on one side. So there's 2 slots on here. That's designed for another laptop stand or Wolf Mix stand, secondary laptop. Depending on what your usage and your intended finishes, it could be built to your standard. Each unit's made bespoke to the individual and the DJ. As I say, this is my own unit. I've incorporated light on the top and the bottom, which is controlled by a remote. That's controlled by a remote as well. The board is controlled by a remote, which is my own thing.
So it's pretty much remote.
I can replicate this for other people because I'm the builder of this unit. It's all made of birch ply, painted, 2K paint. This laptop stand folds flat. It's a new stand that I'm trialing at the moment. I've got my hard drive and my expander underneath, which is velcroed in. That all comes away, tucks away. It's a full scratch system. It's a Rain 12, Rain 72. In there's an X-Air 18 mixer, it's a 12-way socket, Bluetooth receiver, microphone receivers ×4, and that's all in that. And you wouldn't expect that.
It's hidden away quite nicely.
Yeah.
Now, listen, Tony, thank you ever so much. Now, listen, guys, you can get your bespoke DJ furniture made by hand in the UK from Tony. All the details are in the comments below. Tony, thank you ever so much.
No, my pleasure.
So day one is coming to a close now here at PBX in London. We've been around upstairs and downstairs with WeDJ. Bumped into Chris. Now, Chris, I know...
Hey, John.
How you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for taking the time out with us. I know you've listened to the Groove Junction.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, very quickly, where have you come from today to come here?
A long, long way. Harrogate.
So from Harrogate...
North Yorkshire, yeah.
North Yorkshire. That's quite a trek, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're here for today. Are you here tomorrow as well?
Yeah, I'm here tomorrow as well.
So you're here for both nights. Now, have you seen anything that has caught your eye and you think, oh, hello, I want a bit of that?
ApeLabs.
The ApeLabs. So you've seen Sean?
Yeah, we had a good chat.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like them.
What about anything photo booth-wise?
Every booth.
Every booth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks quality, looks stylish.
Yep.
With the wood fixtures on the outside, yeah, it looks really good.
And you'd be able to implement that quite nicely into your business?
Yeah. Nice bolts on, yeah.
Love.
Curator looks amazing. Have you seen Curator?
We had a good pass there early on. We are going to go back there and we're going to have a little.
Pretty good. They're really good.
Fantastic. So, Chris, would you come back to another Expo like this again?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
So, what's the best part of today for us?
Networking.
The network is fine. So all the other DJs and the stall holders and all.
But what I would say is, if that was the only thing, then I probably wouldn't come. There's lots of other stuff as well.
So that's just one little snippet for you. Now, listen, Chris, thank you ever so much for your time talking to us here on the Groove Junction.
So here we are, still at the Photo Expo and WeDJ event, and I happen to bump into my main man himself. Look at that, man. My boy, man.
Come on, man.
247's in the building.
Yes,
If
indeed.
you're not going to any expo, right, and you don't bump into this man, you've not been to the right expo.
You're in the wrong place.
You're in the right place.
You're in the wrong place.
So what brings you to this one?
You lot know me. I'm a community person. Love to be where the DJs are, where the photo booths are, the business, the conversation. And I'm all about bringing the people back together. So it's the reason why I was trying to get as much people to come down here as possible. Because I'm like, we do a lot, as you've been saying on some of the podcast episodes, we do a lot online, but we don't do enough. The community, the fighting, the touching, the real stuff.
Yeah.
So any opportunity to do that and meet DJs online, I'll get so much messages and DMs and stuff like that. but I don't get a chance to meet these guys. So I can put faces to names.
Isn't it funny that they're putting names to faces and all that sort of stuff in the real world? It's like people like look at you and go, because they watch you on TikTok and all the Instagram stuff, and then they look at you and they're
That
like,
happens all the time.
yeah, and you're like, I don't know you, man. I don't know you, bro.
And one of the things I'll say, if you're one of these people, try to make sure on your page you're putting your face up. A faceless page is difficult for people like us, because when they see us and they give us that face, I'm like, I don't know who you are, but they feel they know us when you put out the content. So
100%.
I always say, even if you're a photo booth person, you're introverted or you're a DJ, try to make sure your face is on there, because even when the service that you're offering, you still want your clients to know when they see you, they know, hey, that's my DJ, or hey, that's the person bringing the photo booth. So I think, like, if some people don't, I know some people like to be faceless, at least have one picture on your profile where people can see what you look like.
Great advice. So in relation to the Expo, the photo booth Expo that's happening this weekend, so you made it clear within the post and your business side of things, you've got a selfie pod. How's that going?
So the selfie pod's going really well, to be fair. I've always thought, from where we was doing some of the TikTok live stuff and we was doing the 247 download show, when I had that conversation with Danny, and he was saying one of his best upsells was a photo booth. So from then I was interested. So I came to the one last year. That's where I got all my education from. So I found an idea about what photo booth I used. Now, a year on from then, I can definitely say it's a massive investment in the business. Your return on investment for your photo booth should be pretty quick. The one thing I will say is that marketing is something that you have to focus on. So I've realized when I was looking at some of my past sales this year, and I'm like, the photo booth could have been a bit more busier. And I know that personally. And I'm like, okay, what can I do to make it more busier? And it all comes down to marketing. One of the things I know I'm easy at selling myself, I find really easy. So I'm able to talk about me and what I do and da-da-da-da. So the DJ service I can sell all day long.
Yeah.
But I know that if I want to sell my photo booth, I've got to put in the same sort of effort in talking about it more, showing it more, making posts strictly just about the photo booth.
Yeah,
So,
that's a really interesting point. So in relation to that, putting that effort in, is there a lot of effort? Because I think the reason I asked that is that mobile DJs who are branching and wanting to go into having a selfie pod or getting a photo booth, is there a huge amount of extra additional effort you have to do to then promote that to get that out the door?
I wouldn't say it's like a massive push. I think it's more of a mindset shift, especially within myself, because I find myself easy to sell me and what I do, because the videos get much better views. But if I put a photo booth in front of a camera, it's not really going to get as much traction as maybe of me doing my thing. So then now my mind is like, okay, mix in your personality with the photo booth, so then you can get the views and then put their eyes onto your other services that you sell. So I wouldn't say like it's a massive output, but one thing I will say is that it's just a mindfulness of saying, make sure you mention your booth, make sure you talk about it, make sure whether it's during your calls, whether it's on your social media, make sure when people come, they can see the services that you offer on your website. Let them see it early. Don't hide it in the background or not talk about it. Talk about it as much as you talk about some of the other stuff that you want to sell, especially when it comes to upsells.
Amazing advice. So that's the amazing advice. What do you think with the collaboration of the Expo? Because last year the Expo was just on itself, the Fiber Expo, and this weekend we've got WeDJ, West End DJ, here
on the rise as well.
So what's the collaboration like? How do you feel that?
The collaboration, I think it's good, because I've always said, when we came to the photo booth one last year, I think they had a DJ company down, so it was DJ Kit, and I think, especially looking at myself, DJing and photo booth come hand in hand now. It is now. Hand in hand.
Totally.
And it's a great upsell for a DJ. If DJs are trying to say, how can I, up my bottom end? I still think, uplights are great, but a photo booth is just as good. More importantly, a selfie pod, because a selfie pod is what you need. So you can still be a solo op and just be yourself, set up your selfie pod, set up your event, like your DJ setup, and away you go. Do you know what I mean? And you do both. That's earning some money, and you want it to be something that doesn't need to be manned and things of that nature. So that's why I think the selfie pod works so much more for us. Lower footprint, easier to set up, easier to run, less stress, less headache, and you can still deliver a great service while making a good surplus on top.
Yeah, the money side of things will obviously match that in the sense of the effort that you're putting in.
Yeah, so then having the WeDJ thing alongside it, for me, perfect. That coming here today, the WeDJ area is buzzing. Being able to touch equipment is something that we don't get to do enough of. There's not a lot of shops like there was years ago. Yeah. So when you hear stuff, we're looking at all of us, we all watch YouTube reviews when anything comes out, and all we're doing is YouTube reviews, but we don't really get to see the size, the weight, the touch, the feel, the this, the that. That's where we kind of make the decision whether we're going to buy or not. So to go downstairs now, especially with the new AZ out at the moment, and the Groove 7 or the Groove 6, should I say, going down and touching and feeling them. Like for me, as a mobile DJ, weight is important. The first thing I want to do is pick it up. And is this going to be mobile? 400. You know what I mean? So putting them both together for me is a match made in heaven.
Man, it's great to see you. Thank you for giving me like 3-4 minutes of your time, man. I appreciate it. The Groove Junction. So, any expo you go to, DJ Expo, Photo Booth Expo, anything, if you're not seeing this man, then it's not the expo you need to be at.
The place.
Is it?
I would say so. That's because I'm at them as much as I can be.
Exactly.
So if I can't be there, it's not because I can't be there, because now I'm like, as long as I know in advance, like I book it out, because it's very important to me. You guys, the community, everything is so important to me, and I like to meet up with you guys as much as possible. So these things to me are so important.
100%. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good seeing you, man.
I'm coming on the pod, man. I want to be on the...
You're definitely coming on the pod. He's definitely coming on the pod. We're going to get him in a few weeks' time. He's coming on the pod. Well, okay, that's it. There was so much to do, look at, touch, feel.
So many people, told so many people, seen so much equipment.
Yeah,
it is frightening. I have thoroughly had a great day today. Absolutely fantastic day.
Any opportunity you being out of the house away from the Wi-Fi here is always a great day.
Absolutely, 100%. Don't tell her that. I hope you don't watch the Groove Junction.
Well, no, you told me she hasn't.
Ask me up.
I've loved it. Meeting people that we've had contact with, it's been great. The expo itself been brilliant from a photo booth perspective of what I'm looking for, and for anyone who's wants to expand their DJ business and get one. The WeDJ element and another part of the expo was very, very good.
Nice to get hands on,
touching the products, having a play and having a feel, which has been brilliant. Should we hand back to those two daft sods in the studio?
If we have to, I suppose we better.
Oh, I hand back to them.
Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Jon and Matt, for handing back to the studio. Those two young gentlemen seem to be having quite a good little time at the Photo Booth Expo, the PBX Expo 2024 and the WeDJ event, Jon?
Yeah, you know what? I looked at them and I thought, they look like they've had a good fun. They do remind me of Little and Large. Little and Large.
Who's the little and who's the little and who's the large, Jon? We'll just leave that one there.
I forget their names.
Okay, so let's just wrap up PBX and WeDJ. So, highlight for you?
You know what? The actual highlight for me was I went to like one of the seminars there, and pulled out so much that I could implement into my own company. And that was the highlight for me. It was very well orchestrated. And it was very easy to follow what he was saying. There was no big, long, confusing words. There was nothing that you didn't understand. He was an American guy. Fantastic. So that, and also I would say, that I have to say the networking side of it, you know, seeing all of that. I mean, at one point, you know, we were standing around, there was like 15 other people from all over the country, and we was all just chit-chat and chuckles, I call it, you know. Chit and chuckle. Yeah. So yeah, I think all in all, I think it was a good show. The WeDJ bit upstairs on Sunday, that was mental. So
busy. Very loud, very busy, and obviously that doesn't come out on the video that the guys did for us.
No.
But it was very loud. I think for me, a couple of highlights. I thought the photo booth was the expo part of it was very interesting. Loads of different photo booth styles, different. It catered for everybody. Anybody that was looking for a photo booth, it catered for that, which was nice to see. From like those robot ones all the way down to
that was mental.
All the way down to just a normal stand up or even held hand photo booths that you can get as well. So that was quite interesting. The WeDJ, it was great to get hands on. Great to get hands on and look at stuff and have a play. They had loads of units out that people could play, whether you were scratching, whether you were just normally mixing on normal console. There was everything for everybody. The biggest thing for me is that you couldn't buy anything.
You know what? I mean, I took my credit card with me just in case. But
I wonder why you were looking so heavy. Your pocket was.
Well, I walked out exactly the same as I walked in. I didn't spend any money. I was very refrained this time.
Year.
But you couldn't you couldn't really sort of say, oh, can I order one of them now?
Yeah.
Pre-order it, whatever. And there was no facility for that, which
it surprises me when you've got DJs in the room, you've got people in the room who are coming to play with stuff and go, actually, I've just played with that for the last half an hour. I love it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Like where do I hand my money over to? There wasn't any of that. So for me, that was the only disappointment side of things, is that you couldn't purchase anything, which, a little bit frustrating. So it was just like a show shop, really, rather than you could actually do anything with it. You couldn't purchase anything. But other than that, really, really good.
Yeah,
we had a really busy weekend. Obviously, we had PBX and the WeDJ event Sunday and Monday as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Friday and Saturday we're at Salisbury for Silent Disco on the Friday, and then we were both out on Saturday. At some private events. Let's briefly wrap up Salisbury. 1,400 people in the cathedral, the largest cathedral gig we've done. It went off. It went absolutely off. Honestly, it was amazing.
You know, I mean, it was so good. I mean, the atmosphere in there was electric. It really was electric. I mean, I've done quite a few now, but the size of this venue, it was a monster. It's a monster of a place.
Yeah, it's a very big cathedral.
Yeah, it's huge. But the atmosphere, and they were just up for it from like the first beat we played to the last beat. They were bouncing, man. It was really good. But you know, was there anything that stood out for you? I mean, there's one thing that stood out for me about that.
Go on, you tell me what stood out for you, mate.
Well, Salisbury, it was a case of hide and seek. That was the biggest part, hide and seek. That was.
Explain.
So we obviously, you and I and the Boom Group, we set up the stage. We had everything ready, and it all looked nice. And Light Tech was doing all these lights and this, that, and the other. You said to me, "Come on, John, let's go to the car. Let's get our gear." So absolutely. So off we walk, which is a good 100 meters to the car. We gets to the car.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get in the car.
Are you talking about me mislaying my car keys?
I'm talking about hide and seek with the keys. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, no one was hiding them. I lost them.
I was trying to make it sound a little bit more friendly than that you lost them. Because honestly, I mean, it was a good job. There was somebody there to tell you to put the brick down, because you was going to smash the window. You was going to smash the window.
I had a hammer in my hand ready to go, John.
But we found them. And the relief on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, it was like, thank goodness for that.
I genuinely thought that my car keys were in the car. I like it because it's happened previously that I have locked my car keys in the car.
Was funny.
And being 2 hours away from a home address to where the spare key is, it doesn't really, it's not like it's a little walk to go and get the spare key. So it was a case of, I think I'm going to have to smash this window. And
it was funny.
No, you convinced me to go, let's go and hunt the keys. And we went for a little bit more hunt. And where were they, John?
They were under the stage.
They were under the stage. I was clamping the stage that we perform on. I was clamping it up underneath, and they'd obviously fallen out of my pocket. That's all. That's all it was.
I mean, there is a bit of a bounce to that stage, and because of the bounce of
only when you're on it, John.
Well, I have started my new diet. I've started. I mean, I am quite I mean, it is relaxed muscle, to be fair.
Okay.
It just needs waking up.
This is called the 5 stages of change. Okay, John, and we are at that pre-contemplation stage where you're contemplating losing weight.
Mate, I am going to lose weight any day soon.
Okay, so
I'm
we're
start any day
we're
soon.
still, no, you haven't started yet. So we're
Yeah,
at
yeah, no.
pre-contemplation. All right, that's where we're at in the
Mate.
5 stages.
I'm not being funny, right? But if a salad tasted like a 12-inch deep pan pepperoni pizza stuffed crust, I would be as skinny as a rake, mate.
The
Salad don't taste like that, though, does it?
menu of DJ dreams. That's what it is.
No, yeah. I such a buzz. I was buzzing. I loved it. I was on the Blue Channel, and I do like the Blue Channel.
Yeah, you did 80s rock and 80 ballads.
Yeah.
Power ballads, didn't you? On Friday. I mean, for me, the highlight, obviously, from a company point of view, having 1,400 people there is incredible. The first time we've ever done one in Salisbury in the 2 years that the company's been doing it. Like you said, it's an epic cathedral. It's stunning as well. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But yeah, so that was a big highlight to have that amount of people in that space. I mean, they always look great, and people, even this weekend at PBX, when we're networking and speaking to other people that we know from around the country, they always compliment on how well it looks, and that's a massive thing down to Sam, our light guy, and the Boom Group for putting on that event and being that event manager for it or managers for it. It looks spectacular, and
they don't cut any corners.
No, and people compliment about that all the time. Go, no, it looks absolutely stunning and amazing, and it does. Until you've seen it, in its there in person, you don't really grasp it. And we had a couple of guests come down. Hayden Evans from the Northwest. He drove 4 hours.
4.5 hours.
Yeah, and he came down. Which is great. And we continue the UK tour. It continues on, and this weekend, Thursday and Friday, the team are in Sheffield Cathedral, which is Sheffield Cathedral is a smaller cathedral, but it's one of those cathedrals that has that old feel to it, but it has been modernised, cleaned up quite well. It's hard to describe, but it's another great space to be in.
Lovely.
So they're there Thursday and Friday, and then I'm doing one in Swindon on Friday. So
nice.
we're at the Steam Museum in Swindon on Friday, and Scott Menham from Menham Entertainments is on the bill, as well as Archie, one of our regular DJs. Still plenty more slots coming along.
The UK tour continues, as you say.
The UK tour does continue, which was great. I think another highlight for me this weekend, and I know we touched on it, massively the networking. Seeing people that we engage with in the online space that we do all the time, clicking things, liking things, commenting on people's posts and stuff like that. But when you get a DJ event and the community come together, our DJ community come together in one space, and we start talking and have a drink and all of those sort of things. It's a nice feeling because we all do the same thing. Me and you, we see each other a lot.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, seeing Steve and Lawrence. I mean, they're from right up in the northwest.
Yeah, they're Manchester way.
Yeah. We only see them like once or twice a year, but when you do see them, it's like, mate, it's so good to see you. Yeah.
To be honest, we were so deep in trying to record this weekend for the podcast. To be honest, I didn't really do as much networking as I wanted to do, and there was people that I wanted to talk to. I'd never got a real chance. I never had a really good chance to talk to Lawrence, and I'm gutted about that because he's such a great guy, and it's just stuff like that. But we're busy. We're busy people. But what is nice is the networking, and this comes back full circle in relation to what I've said previously about that mental health element to it.
100%.
Engaging with our community face to face is what it's about, or even picking up the phone and having a proper conversation with somebody rather than doing it via a post or a like or a comment.
100%. I mean, we've said it many times before on this podcast. you know, we are very grateful for all the support that we've
massive.
received doing this. I mean, we're on episode 11 already,
I know.
you know, and there's
11
you know,
weeks.
11 weeks, man. It's harsh. It's like, well, I say it's harsh. It's not harsh, but
It's not harsh. It's tough.
it's not hard. It's
tough.
It is tough. It's
tough.
tough fitting it in. But you know, you've got you all our listeners and anyone that downloads it and everything. But you know, it's so nice to see. You know, like I said, Steve and Lawrence. You know, they've supported this from day one.
Yeah.
You know, they continue, and they even said to me at the weekend, mate, they're absolutely loving the podcast, and I'm like, yeah, you know, comment, let us know what you want us to talk about, because you know, we don't want to just be covering, you know, the mobile DJ thing. We want to be getting people like Steve Honeyball in. We've spoken to Steve, music producers like Brad. You know, we want to talk. We want to tell people's story, like Sophie's. Is it Sophie Lou?
Sophie Lou.
Yeah, telling the stories, so other people could know and we can share it, and then seeing the people face to face. You know, and they've listened to it and they've taken it on board, and yeah, it's great. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this.
You are. What you're saying is it's what we're doing in the podcast. We're trying to expand people of going, yeah, okay, we're mobile DJs, and we do a bit of it. And you know, we take up a little bit of the corner of the industry in DJing as a mobile DJ, but there is other elements to it, whether that is being a music producer, whether that is putting on your own events, whether that is, you know, you are the all singing, all dancing mobile DJ, club DJ, whatever it may be. We want to talk to everybody. And next week we've got an unbelievable guest. I'm not even going to plug where we're going with this, but next week we've got an unbelievable guest, and it's all about understanding that person's story, because it's there to be told, and how they've got from A to B, and the difficulties they've had getting to A to B, and how they've conquered it ultimately. And next week's episode's is going to be great. It's going to be great. But
looking forward to it.
What you got on this week, John?
So this week I have a surprise 50th. I can't say what or where.
It's a surprise, that's why.
It's a surprise, and I know that this person actually watches this podcast, so it is a surprise.
Could be anybody's birthday then. Anybody's birthday.
Could be anybody's. And then on Saturday, I've got a party that you passed to me, which is for the Freemasons Ladies' Night.
There you go. Love that.
So looking forward to that. And then Sunday is a day of chill.
Day of rest.
A day of rest.
The day of rest.
Yeah,
so Friday night, Swindon Steam Museum for the silent disco 80s style with Scott and Archie. And then I am a wedding Saturday. I've got a wedding Saturday.
Nice.
Really looking forward to it. It's the last one of the year. Really looking forward to this one. It's going to, there's a few surprises in it. So hopefully I can get some captures on the 360. And it's I'm looking forward to it. Last one in it. It's last one. Tick a box.
Mate.
And get ready for next year.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas really that's around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Halloween for me is really, really busy, and then and then from there, November it's really busy, and December
you're busy. Yeah.
December I'm really busy.
We get the gist, John. You're busy.
I've got one day of the weekend, so Friday to Saturday. I've got one Saturday off between now and Christmas Eve, which is the 7th of December. Is it? I'm out every Friday, Saturday night from now till then.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so look forward to it. Anyway, it'll be busy. But it's good. It's good. I like to be busy.
Excellent.
Just sit indoors with the wife.
Once again, I tell you what, you paint a really bad every week you throw in every week you throw this in the sense of, I'm really busy because I just need to get out of the house.
Yeah, it's okay. And I'm quite safe saying it for two reasons. One, I'm in my studio in my garden, so that's fine. So she's not sitting next to me. And number two, she doesn't listen to the podcast.
Until I pull that short out and then I send it to her directly.
Do it, man.
See what happens. See the fallout.
If I turn up with a black eye next week, you'll know. She saw it.
It's not even so much about that. It's the fact of I would probably hear the assault from your county to my county, and I'll know all about it. But it's been a busy weekend. Loads got done. Man. Let's do it
really
all.
good.
Let's
Really
do it
good.
all again next week. Yeah.
I reckon. Well, maybe take a little day off.
All right.
Let's slow it down a little
You
bit.
got Sunday off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got Sunday off, and
I
then
got Sunday off.
and then you're nice and fresh, ready for episode 12 of the Groove Junction.
Episode 12. That's 3 months worth.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Thank you everyone for the support. Stop rubbing your muff. Thank everybody for the support. We love the support. We've heard
Yeah,
such
we
great
do.
comments from people this weekend, which is great because when you see people face to face and they're telling you they really like it and they're really enjoying it. I got a text tonight, actually, funny enough, from another DJ going, loving the Groove Junction. So thank you for the support.
Yeah,
We
appreciate
can't
it.
do it without support.
No,
And you
do it without you. Can't do it
can't do
without
it
you
without-
either. No, can't do it without you. You're like the top dog of this, man. Without you, we've got nothing. And I mean, literally, we would have nothing. We would have nothing.
So what are you saying? I'm the pack leader.
Absolutely,
Oh,
100%.
okay, great.
You know,
Brilliant.
I mean, you're not quite to God level, but you're not far from it.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How, mate?
All Hail Mary. That's going in the front, that is. That's going in the front. No, thank you everyone for
No, thanks.
supporting the Groove Junction. I love it. I love doing it, and it's great to hear people's comments about it. This weekend at PBX, which is great. We'll continue to push it out there, and you never know, in the future we may be knocking on a few doors to get some sponsors if it keeps growing the way it's growing. That's the goal. So if you
There's
ever
an
want to
idea.
sponsor the Groove Junction, listen. Our email addresses are in the description. They're out
Absolutely.
there for you. Let us know if you want to sponsor the Groove Junction.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Could you imagine
We
that?
could do an advert. We'll do the adverts in the Groove. That's now we're talking.
Mate,
Oh.
when we do that,
When we do that, and for people who are just listening,
Yeah.
that's John twiddling his fingers around, going, "Move on, move on."
yeah. What's the face for? I don't pull that
Yeah, I
face.
don't know. Well, anyway. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, tuning in. Thanks for downloading. If you haven't downloaded us before and this is the first time, thank you for jumping on. We appreciate it. And if you haven't, if there's DJs out there, you go, have you listened to the Groove Junction? Yeah, you should do it. Go Google them. Type in the Groove Junction podcast and it will be there. You'll find it.
We're literally on every platform.
We're on pretty much all of them.
Pretty much, most of
Pretty
them.
much.
Pretty much.
And if you want to have a look at these beautiful faces, you can do that on the Spotify. Sorry, did I say something funny?
Yeah, they are faces.
If you want to if you want to watch these beautiful faces, all right, you can do so on our YouTube page as well. And you can also watch this podcast on Spotify video as well.
100%.
So we're out there. We're there.
Yeah, we're there, man.
We're
we
on
are
it.
there.
We're all
We're there.
good. Have a good week, mate.
And you too, pal. Be lucky.
Yeah, see you soon, bye.
See you soon. Ta-da.